Hi Aries, this is your August 11th through the 17th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. The first spread is going to be on new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Aries. We have the Moon, clarified by the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Wands. We also have the Empress. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius. We also have Libra, Taurus, maybe a Sagittarius, or absolutely any zodiac sign. Well, Aries, it's one of the really good readings that I see. In my mind, sometimes I look at a reading and I guess classify it right away. Some readings, some are intriguing readings, some are troublesome readings, some are very straightforward, very direct, and amazing, beautiful readings. And this reading is one of the amazing, straightforward, beautiful readings. This person... well, let me start with the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. The cards I just called, the cards I just named, are all marriage and commitment cards. So you got 3 of them in this reading. 3 Aries. All right. The first card that came out is the Moon, and it's clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Moon is a Pisces major arcana card. Perhaps you're dealing with a Pisces. But you know what it kind of feels like with those 2 cards put together? It's like this person secretly going nuts. And, it's like a tornado of emotions inside this person. It's like this person, perhaps they never fell for anybody like this before. Okay? Maybe they've never experienced these feelings before, because this person is going nuts, like I said. You know, the Moon is a card of fear. The Moon is a very emotional card. Very emotional card, okay? And it's not necessarily negative emotions. No, don't get me wrong. The Seven of Cups, clarifying that, is a card of confusion. It's a card of unclarity, uncertainty. Not because they doubt you, but they're like... they could be asking themselves, what's going on with me? I've never felt this way before. I've never woken up in the middle of the night before and thought of this person. You know, I've never stalked this person online, anybody online before. You know, that's how it feels. It's like a waterfall of emotions. You know, a lot of different emotions going on inside this person's head, and inside this person's heart. Okay, so but that's not gonna last. Because they're gonna put themselves together, right, and make you an offer you'll be most likely unable to refuse, right? Because right after the Moon, we have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Wands. So they're rolling out the big guns. They're not gonna waste any time. They're not gonna be, checking in to see how you feel, whether they're just gonna be very bold with that Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Clarifying it offer, because the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes the Ace of Pentacles comes through as a proposal, sometimes it really does. If it's not a proposal this week, then this is where this connection definitely going to. It's definitely going in that direction, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a very serious offer. It's a life-changing offer. When people come in with the Ace of Pentacles offer, they mean business. They want to get serious right there, right now. They want to get serious with you yesterday. Okay, the Four of Wands is one of the 3 marriage cards in this reading, and the Empress in the middle, perhaps that's how they see you, right away out the gate. If you are a single parent, by the way, maybe that's what it means as well, because the same card could be interpreted many different ways. And the Empress does come through as a mother figure, right? So perhaps you're already a single parent. They could be a single parent themselves. But at the same time, the Empress is somebody who is loved, cherished, adored, somebody who is a spouse figure, a future spouse figure, right? So perhaps they will see you as somebody they want to spend the rest of their life with right away. The Star on the bottom of the deck could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is the card of a wish come true. Perhaps that's what they will consider you as, like a wish come true. All right, and in the potential outcome, 2 more marriage cards and the Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Come on, it doesn't get any better than this, right? So 3 marriage cards in this whole reading, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's just nuts. It's just nuts, right? The Wheel of Fortune is definitely a start of a new cycle on the next level up. For some of you, the Wheel of Fortune is a fortunate turnaround, okay? Because this person wants to marry you yesterday. All right? Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, this spread is for you. We have the Five of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Cups, the World, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords, and we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So, Aries, I don't know who this Queen of Swords is to you, but I think you two are done. You know, it could be a love interest, it could be a neighbor, a relative, a friend, a co-worker, I don't know, but from what I see is you guys are about to have some kind of a fallout, and actually a fight, because this reading starts with the Five of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Cups. So somebody is slamming the door on the way out. The World is a card of an ending, and I usually interpret it as a happy end card, so perhaps it was time for you to say goodbye to this person. And this is what's actually happening this week, and you'll be like, okay, so finally this person is out of my life. Okay, so this Queen of Swords is most likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or they may have some major air placements in their chart. All right, and you two are done. You two are done. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Chariot. Then we have the Five of Cups, clarified by Justice, the Three of Swords, and Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Cancer, Libra, Scorpio. This is one heck of a reading, Aries, because the first spread was beautiful, amazing. I loved it. I hope you loved it too. And the spread for those of you who are already involved with somebody was kind of and this spread is also kind of okay? But you know, you're simply not taking somebody back. That's what this spread is about. This spread, the third spread, love from the past spread, somebody is coming in, right? But you're not taking them back. That's what it means, right? Perhaps you don't ever want to deal with this person ever again. All right, but they're coming in with that Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Chariot. And what's interesting about those two cards, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight out of all 4 knights, and the Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck. So that's kind of weird, right? But perhaps what it means, the Knight of Pentacles could be an earth sign, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Chariot could be a Cancer. Maybe you're simply dealing with one of those zodiac signs. But also at the same time, the Knight of Pentacles is a serious knight. Serious knight, right? And the Chariot, this is maybe them actually literally coming in from a distance, right? Since it's one of the fastest cards in the deck, they could be literally showing up from the distance somewhere. They could be driving in, flying in, riding in, I don't know. But the Chariot is also kind of victory, right? So perhaps they want to win you back, and that's why they're coming in with that Knight of Pentacles offer. But the rest of the spread is a no. No, it's a no. It's just simply a no, all right? The Five of Cups, the Three of Swords, Death. These are not, hey, let's get back together cards. No, quite the opposite. And perhaps when you do decide to turn them down, they're going to be brokenhearted. It kind of, perhaps they've prepared for this, right? Hence the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. Serious cards, to be fair to this person. Serious cards, serious offer. But you're like, no. And it's obviously based on what happened between the two of you in the past with that Five of Cups. Okay, and you're just not willing to entertain it. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, real quick. We have the Hermit, clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Leo or any zodiac sign. What's interesting about this reading? So this week we're starting to wrap up Leo's birthdays, right? We're starting to wrap them up, right? We're getting closer. So the Sun card is a Leo's major arcana card. And the next birthday boys and birthday girls are Virgos, right? And the first card, the Hermit, is a Virgo major arcana card. All right, so maybe you're like celebrating one birthday at work and getting ready to celebrate another birthday in a couple of weeks or something like that. Okay. For others of you, if there's definitely some kind of a celebration. Definitely some kind of a celebration, all right? So if we forget for a second about particular zodiac signs, right? The Hermit is a card of somebody who needs to think, right? The Hermit is a thinker. It's a card of somebody who needs to, spend some time by themselves, go into isolation, just go through some kind of a thought process. The Two of Pentacles clarifying that, comparing, contrasting, juggling thoughts, juggling ideas. Should I do this? Should I not? Should I get involved or not? Should I go to this event or not? Should I sign this or not? And the answer is most likely yes, right? Because the remaining two cards, the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups, are talking about like celebrations. The Three of Cups is a card of some kind of union, all right? When people sign contracts and raise glasses and like yay. And the Two of Cups right next to the deck. When it comes to work, business, and finances, I usually interpret it as a handshake card. So there's definitely some kind of a partnership established, or people simply shaking hands, or a contract signed, or a deal being signed and things like that. But perhaps somebody needed to think it through first. Okay, so that's what it kind of feels like. All right. Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is simply a repeat of the second spread, right? The spread for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. This Queen of Swords showed back up, and the Five of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So what you're not expecting is a fight. It's confrontation, conflict between you and this Queen of Swords. All right. I don't know who this is to you. It could be your significant other, right? It could be a neighbor, a relative, a coworker. I don't know, but that's what you're not expecting. Some kind of a confrontation between you and this Queen of Swords. Hopefully, all of this can be avoided now that you're aware of this, right? If at all possible. But that's what you're not expecting. A fight or a lot of drama with this Queen of Swords. Okay, and as we saw in the second spread, you guys are gonna go your separate ways. Okay, at least for this week. All right. So yeah, I hope that the message is crystal clear. And this is a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads. So be on the lookout of this Queen of Swords, and there's gonna be some kind of a fight. All right. Unfortunately, I have to end on the not such a pleasant note, but at least you're now aware of this coming your way. All right, so Aries, if this reading resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.